What's up, homies? Welcome to another episode of the Homeys Real Estate Podcast. It's your host, Anthony. Unfortunately, Angel's not with us today, so I'm just going to be taking the reins and ending our last podcast for 2021. I got a really good topic. It's conforming loan limits. I'm sure if you're following any realtors or lenders, you've probably seen some posts about this. It typically comes out at the end of the year, and the loan limits for 2022 were just released. And it's going to impact you, whether you're looking to sell your home or purchase your home, just because qualifying for conforming loans is a lot easier than qualifying for loans that aren't conforming loans, jumbo loans, etc. So I want to quickly go into what a conforming loan is. A conforming loan must meet or conform to certain criteria or guidelines set by the government-sponsored entities Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. The loan limit is just one of those criteria needed to be classified as a conforming loan. So in Los Angeles County, the conforming loan limit last year for a single family, for a one unit, was $822,375. What that meant was, in 2021, anytime that you wanted to take a loan amount higher than that, so let's just say you're looking to purchase $1 million home and you want to put $150,000 down, that means your loan amount is $1 million minus $150,000, $850,000, right? Because this $850,000 is higher than the loan limit of $822,375, at this point you wouldn't qualify for a conforming loan. So you'd have to qualify for a jumbo loan, and jumbo loans are difficult to qualify. And I'll go into what a jumbo loan is. So a jumbo loan would be classified as a loan that does not conform to the conforming loan limits, right? And these conforming loans are a lot harder to qualify for, as opposed to qualifying with, the FHA 580 or 620 credit scores. You're going to need typically at least a 700 credit score for a jumbo loan. Debt to income ratio of 43% or less, whereas you can be, 50% or 57% with the FHA loan, right? And your down payment is going to have to be usually at least 20%, sometimes 25%. So, and then you're going to need probably more money set aside for reserves. So it's a lot more difficult to qualify for using jumbo loans. That's why most people tend to just stick to the conforming loan, because it's easier to qualify for. You can use programs like the FHA loan, which is one of the more popular programs for first-time home buyers. But yeah, let me go into what the loan limits are for California, and specifically Southern California, right? So in Los Angeles County, this loan limit has increased from the $822,375 to now $970,800. Now, this is a huge increase, right? We usually have increases of about $50,000 or so. We increased from $822,375 to $970,000. We're talking, roughly $140,000 increase in loan limit. So what that means is, now if you're looking for a home, essentially any home under $1 million, you're going to be able to qualify for, even with the FHA 3.5% down. Homes, you're going to be able to qualify for, anything even under $1,050,000, right? Just with a conventional 5% down in programs like that. So it really opens up the ballpark for a lot of buyers, right? Which is good at the same time for sellers, because now sellers are going to be able to sell their home for more, because more people are going to be able to qualify for their home. So this is, good news for both buyers and sellers. Buyers, you can now qualify for more. There are going to be more options available for you. Sellers, because there's more options available for more buyers, there might be more offers on your home, which is going to increase purchase price. So that's really exciting. I see that a lot of people tend to qualify for the maximum conventional amount or FHA loan limit amount, but they never go any higher than that, just because it's really difficult to, fall within their debt to income ratio guidelines, and then also to have that money out of pocket, right? Because the most popular program for first-time home buyers is going to be the FHA loan and the conventional 5% down, just because it's easier to come up with that money out of pocket. So I'm really excited for a lot of buyers this upcoming year. I want to go into what the loan limits are for some of the surrounding cities. So again, in Los Angeles County, the loan limit is $970,000 for a 1 unit. In Orange County, it's going to be the same exact thing, $970,800 for 1 unit, basically a single family residence. In counties like Riverside, that limit is $647,200. So again, this is for the conventional loan. In San Bernardino County, the same thing, $647,200. Now, why is this important, right? Why is there a difference in loan limits from LA County and Orange County to Riverside County and San Bernardino County? Because the cost of living is a lot different in both areas, right? So in high cost living areas, that loan limit's higher. Now, you need to be very careful, because when you get qualified for a loan and you get, let's just say, qualified for up to $800,000 in LA and Orange County using the FHA loan, that does not carry over into San Bernardino County, Riverside County, or low-cost areas, counties with lower loan limits, right? Because you're only qualified up to $800,000 with the FHA loan. The loan limit here is $647,500, so that's what you're going to be qualified for, right? So you need to be very cautious that, hey, you know what? I don't see any homes that I'm looking for in Orange County or LA County. It's just a little too expensive, but I know if I go to Riverside, or if I go to San Bernardino, Fontana area, I'm going to be able to find something a lot bigger, and I'm going to get more bang for my buck. Be careful, because remember, you can't carry over that whole entire pre-qualification amount. You can only carry over up until the limit. So you have to be very cautious about that this upcoming year. Now, the limit did increase drastically. I mean, over $100,000 from where it was last year. Now, something else that I really want to break down for you is that there are different loan limits for different type of properties. So for a single family, like I mentioned, it's $970,800. For a duplex, that's $1,243,000. And for a 3-unit, a triplex, that's $1.5 million. And then for a fourplex, that's about $1.867 million, right? So the more units, the more you can qualify for using these conforming loan limits. Now, if you go to let's just say Riverside County or San Bernardino County, those loan limits are $647,200 for a single family, $828,700 for a duplex, $1,001,000 for a threeplex, and then $1.244 million for a fourplex. So you can see that there is a pretty big drop off, right? So a fourplex in Riverside, you can qualify up to $1.244 million. And then in counties like Orange County and Los Angeles County, that's $1.867 million. So you want to be very cautious that, remember, it carries over, right? Another thing that you want to be very cautious about next year when you get qualified, and your lender's going to break this down for you once you start looking for homes, is that conventional limits and FHA limits, they are different. They're not always the same, right? So I'm going to give you an example. In Los Angeles County, the loan limit for a conventional loan is $970,800. It's the same thing for an FHA loan, right? So you're able to use the FHA loan for up to $970,800 loan amounts, okay? Now, if you're looking for the nearby city Riverside, in this instance, in Riverside, the loan limit is $647,200 for a conventional loan. Again, $647,200 for a conventional loan. Now, if you want to purchase a home with 3.5% down, it's a little bit easier to qualify for FHA loans. Usually they have a more competitive interest rate. Then that FHA limit is $562,350. So we're talking about a difference of about about $85,000 more or less, actually. So remember, FHA limit for Riverside, San Bernardino County, is $562,350 loan amount. And the loan amount for a conventional loan in Riverside, San Bernardino County, $647,200. So you want to be aware of this. Now, every city has different loan limits. So for instance, San Diego, which is also a higher cost area, but not necessarily as high cost as LA County, Orange County, Bay Area, and so forth, their limit is $879,750 for both the conventional and the FHA loan. So I'll go ahead and be releasing this list so you can take a look at it. But yes, you want to be very cautious about how much you're qualified for and then what the county's limits are and what type of loan it is, right? Those three things specifically. So I think this should give you a pretty good idea of what loan limits are and why they're important. Again, if you're looking to purchase with almost any program, less than 5% or 10% down, you're going to be using the conforming loan limit programs, or you're going to be using conforming loan limits, right? You're going to be using either the FHA or conventional 5% down or conventional 10% down programs for most, or sometimes CalHAFA. So yes, you're going to want to look at these conforming loan limits for these programs. Okay. But yes, I hope, as you're, sitting back, this next month or so, taking a look at homes, you take that into account and just know that, yes, this year you're going to be able to purchase a much more expensive property than you were last year, because these loan limits did increase. Over 100,000 per county. So that's really good news for a lot of you buyers. It's going to really open the door. What I saw was that in areas like San Bernardino, where it's like Inland Empire, like Rancho Cucamonga, areas like that where it's starting to get really expensive, Corona, right? You're starting to hit these limits really quickly, because these areas were almost like, starting to hit LA, Orange County prices. So this is going to give you a little bit more wiggle room now to be able to find homes that are within the criteria you're looking for, just knowing that you can now afford a little bit more, right, with the conforming loan limits. So I hope this gives you a pretty good idea about everything that's going on here. I wish Angel was here, but if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me or Angel. This is what Angel specializes in. He's a lender. But yes, I want to wish you, a happy holidays. I'm excited for our next podcast. It's probably going to be coming out in 2 weeks. I'm going to be taking next week off. With that said, I want to wish you all the best. Take care. Stay safe, homies.
Hey, homies, it's Anthony. This podcast contains my opinions and is for educational purposes only. It does not guarantee any projections and should not serve as a basis for any purchase or sale in real estate.